All right, guys, before we get started, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. It really helps me out, really helps out the channel. Share the videos on some guitar Facebook pages if you like, and help out the calls if you know what I mean. As you can see, the first of the next batch of Bones guitars has arrived, and these are Firefly Bones guitars, and they are just a great guitar for the money. I mean, if you go to buy one of these copy made in the USA custom build Bones guitars, it's going to take you a year or two to get it, and it's going to cost you about $3,500. And as you've probably seen in my previous videos, we like to take these and mod them out and paint them, and by the time we're done, the paint job is better, in my opinion, than those expensive custom shop models. You've got a better looking guitar, and you've got a better quality guitar, in my opinion. Even though these things originate in China, they got stainless steel ball end frets on them. They've got a great rosewood fingerboard. It's got a smaller body than a typical Bone, so it's not difficult to play. It's not all sharp and sticking into your leg when you play one. They're just real comfortable. I did notice that the thumb area is a little less than it used to be, but I'm still going to shave it down so it's completely smooth and you can get your hand up in here. This one, I've played it. I played it in a video that's already on YouTube, and I didn't have any problem playing it. But just for the ease of movement, I'm going to shave that down and make that a little bit better. We're going to do the paint job on this one this week and then put it back together. If you saw my previous video, this pickup that comes standard for Firefly sounds amazing. It sounds a lot like a Duncan distortion, and it sounds great. There's no reason to change it out. It sounds fantastic. The bridge is a great quality bridge, even though it's a, I don't know if this is a licensed Floyd because it doesn't say that on it, but it's a great quality bridge. One thing that I am going to do is the little inserts that are in the saddles, the little blocks. They're kind of a round type deal. I'm going to change those out and put normal Floyd Rose special square blocks in there so that they grab the string a little bit better. Other than that, it's fantastic. I'm probably going to put some brass fine tuner adjustments on them just to give them a cool vintage look. And we're going to paint these things out. They're going to look killer and they're going to look awesome. I think the first one we're doing is going to be kind of a old school George Lynch, white and black, kind of like this, but with a lot more detail. We're just going to take this to the next level. I want it to look like the ones that was in the docking videos. And then when we get done with it, if I can't part with it, I'll keep it. If not, then it will be sold. But I have about 6 of these on the way that we're going to be modding out. If somebody decides that they want to keep the Firefly logos, they can. If not, I've got some awesome rockin' logos, rockin' guitars. And it's the same logo as the Dockin logo, but with an R. Looks killer, looks awesome. Got some little ESP logos to cover up that JSN logo. And yeah, I really wanted to avoid sanding down the headstock on these. I'd rather just put a sticker over them if somebody doesn't want to be playing a Firefly, because by the time we get done with this isn't your average stock Firefly. But if somebody wants to keep those logos on there, they can. But like I said, I've got 4 or 5 coming. I plan on keeping a couple, and then I'm going to sell the others. I've got one gentleman that has already pre-purchased one from me. So he is getting a, I think it's the dirty tan version. And we're going to start painting that next week as well. It arrives on Tuesday. So we'll be working on a couple of these at the same time. But if I get them done and he prefers the white one, he can have that one, whichever. I'm not picky. I do have a Cosmo Black Floyd Rose that I took off a different guitar that has brass fine tuners that I'm going to put on one of them, which will look really cool, give it a really hot rod look. So let's take a look at the back. All right, so this is kind of a new batch. There are some subtle differences. The neck's a little thinner on these. Of course, these things have an awesome neck joint. The wood on the neck is just really nice. The scarf joint on this one's really nice. It's got some color to the wood on it. And I don't know if you can really see it, but they actually have black binding on the side of the fretboard, so they updated that. But yeah, these things are just really comfortable. That reminds me, I need to put the Floyd cover back on my other two that I have. I took those off. But yeah, just a great guitar. So I actually purchased a Chinese knockoff Bones a couple weeks ago that was used on Guitar Center. And it was just the turd of all turds. It was nothing like this. This guitar is not one of those just Chinese knockoffs. I don't know how they do the CNC process, but these really have awesome carves. They are not that boring normal carve. It actually has some detail. If you get down to these bones, they actually have a lot of detail in them, and when we go to repaint them, that just helps make them look even more real, even more awesome. And it's just a really good carve, a really good piece of wood. It's a really good piece of swamp ash. And it's just not a cheap knockoff guitar. It's actually a decent quality guitar. So I just thought I would make a video kind of going back over these. This is kind of a part 2, getting more of these Firefly Bones in. And we're going to be repainting them. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me grab one of the repainted ones real quick so we can kind of do a quick comparison. All right, so here we go. Here's the normal unpainted Firefly Bones guitar. And here's the finished product. As you can see, everything from the crack to the teeth, just the detail on these is just amazing. And you guys know my wife paints these. And then we re-clear them by hand. And just look at the detail in the bones on these things. They're just awesome killer guitars by the time we get done with them. I'm going to make a couple hot rodded ones. Going to make a couple of them with the stock tremolo and humbucker. Reach out to me if you are interested. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Like I said, that always helps the channel. And I hope you enjoy this video. We'll see you next time.